Hi, I'm Barbara Murray. I'm a chartered accountant and I've been running my own accounting practice for the last 15 years until I sold it earlier this year. Since then I've been doing some work as an interim chief executive, some consulting work, some expert court work and professional trustee and as an independent board director. So why did I go and see Shelley? Well, I guess when I turned 50 I really wanted to make sure I had the right sort of body to keep myself healthy for another 50 odd years, and my general approach to things, particularly the business and myself, are really about continual improvement. So I just wanted to make sure I was doing the very best so that I had the right body to keep me going for the next 50 years. And I've been reading a lot of stuff, so I've been reading things like Dr. Libby, and the stuff that resonated most with me was the work by Dr. Michael Mosley. So he talks about that gut-brain connection, and so I thought, well, I just really want to make sure that I'm well set up for the future. I've been pretty busy over the last few years, racing around after 3 children as well as running a business full time, but I keep myself fit as well. So in the summer I play croquet and I play tennis and I run, so I've been running marathons, and in the winter I go skiing. So I keep myself pretty fit, and I just wanted to make sure that I was eating healthily and nutritionally and getting the best out of my food. So I went to see Shelley, and one thing I realised is that number one, you can get into bad habits, and one of mine would have to be sugar, but also things can be quite insidious the way they creep up on you. And one thing I hadn't realised was that I knew I was getting a bit of bloating and stuff like that, but I just presumed it was middle-aged spread. And when we did some testing, we found that I was quite intolerant to gluten. So taking gluten out of my diet made a huge difference, although it did mean I didn't get to eat my favourite things like cream donuts and stuff like that anymore. And I really miss a lot of the really nice ciabatta breads and stuff like that. The second thing we've tackled is sugar, and I've known that I've always been a really huge consumer of sugar, so everybody knows that sugar's bad for you. I mean, I could go to the dentist all the time and it wouldn't create any problems with my teeth. I've never been overweight, but everyone knows sugar's bad for you. So I've just finished a 3-month program of getting me off sugar. I used to dream the whole time of licorice all sorts, but what we did was we replaced the sugar with fat, so I ended up eating lots of cheeses and cream and anything basically that didn't have any sugar in it, and that seems to have worked. So I'm feeling that I'm heading on the right path to make sure that my body will keep me going for the next 50 odd years. I think that I'll end up having a lot more energy, and as long as I keep myself fit and healthy, that I'm definitely on the right track. But with all these things, and it is a path of continual improvement, as you tackle one thing, then you get to see something else. It's a bit like renovating your house, actually. You start with one part and then the rest of it looks really shabby. Well, that's the same with this as well. So we're working on sort of other bits and pieces now just to make everything a whole lot better. I thoroughly enjoyed the process. If at times I found it difficult not eating my favourite foods, but look, I'd really recommend anyone and everyone go and have an assessment and just see what's the best they can do for themselves.